Another huge part of the Greek culture that my family participates in is being active in the Greek dance groups and also having Greek meals and Greek cooking throughout all the holidays and throughout the year as well. So my siblings and I have participated in Greek dance groups since we were 5 years old, and that's something that has really kept us connected to the Greek culture, and also something that I've taken as I've gone on to college as well.
My favorite aspect of the Greek culture would have to be the music and the dancing. That just makes me feel happy, and it's something that I can always share with my kids. I'll always be able, until I can't walk anymore, I'll be able to dance, much to my kids' dismay. I still, in the music, it's just, whether it's dancing music or whether it's just music from the Horió, the village music, it's still, it means, it's got such a deep meaning.
Greek music plays such a key role in everybody's life that's Greek, because that's their heartbeat. People in the village, they used to wait once a year for the Panegyria to occur so they can partake and party for like 3 days. Same thing with here in the United States. The first thing is it keeps you close to your culture and heritage by being able to get together with your friends at dances. Your father and uncles, we try to put dances for the community once in a while. And Greek music, like I said, is, you're born with it. It's your heartbeat if you're Greek. You can never go to a Greek function without jumping into like a Zepetiko or some kind of a dancing type of thing. It always comes up.
I like Greek dancing, would probably be my favorite tradition that has kind of been passed down, and is that a big part of the Greek culture. We have the Greek festival and we have dance groups, and I think that's, speaking for all of my friends, is probably one of our favorite weekends of the year. It's really cool to have something that connects kind of all Greeks everywhere. So like now that I'm not living here anymore and I'm at school in Pittsburgh, but like a Greek song comes on in Ikadiotiko, and like we all are on the dance floor, we all know it. So it's really cool how like that Greek dancing is something that across America, across Greece, that everyone knows, and is a really cool way to connect our culture.
I am a local Greek musician also here in the Dayton area, and my love of Greek music really, I think, was instilled from my father, who absolutely loved the Greek music. And really, you know, for Greeks, you know, that immigrated here, you know, that's really the one thing they can pass down to their kids, is their love of their music and, you know, everything that comes with that. Whenever there's a celebration, whether it's a church celebration or a birthday or celebrating a saint's day, what we call name day, which are the biggest celebrations in Greece, it's always accompanied by great spreads of food and pastries and all of the great foods, but also music and dance is really part of the Greek social life. And my dad absolutely loved the Greek folk music, what we call Demotika, and always had Greek music in the house, and especially when we would go on trips and whatnot in the car, he was always playing Greek music. And from a young age, I just loved the sound of Greek music. I loved the rhythms, the tempos, and especially when I finally heard the bouzouki, which is the Greek stringed instrument that I play. My dad finally brought me one back from Greece. He had gone on a trip when I was about 13 years old or so, self-taught, and started my own band with my godbrother, who is also of Greek background, and we've been performing here at the Dayton Area Greek Festival since 1984. So I've been performing. I think my first gig, I was like 16, 15 years old, played at the Middletown Greek Festival, and it's been for me the way I've connected with my Greek heritage all these years, and I'm blessed to have been able to have a pretty good ear and you know, love the music, and I think for me one of the big joys of being Greek, and at my age now, 51, seeing how much passion my own children have for their Greek heritage and culture, and a lot of that is through the music and dance. You'll hear an ongoing theme whenever you talk to Greeks, that the music and the dance is a big part of it, and it really is. It's really maybe you know, besides going to church, maybe the next closest way you can connect with the heritage. The songs and dances that we perform and that we dance to are the same dances that our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents performed and passed down generation to generation.
My son is a musician. He plays Greek instrument, bouzouki. And my father was with me, and he was so proud of him. He always wanted to listen. Myself, I thought he was making too much noise, and my father straightened me out. He said, let George to do what he's doing because that making his heart happier. The first time I see him on a festival, it was in Milltown, Ohio. It was a very small festival. We go, and he do not go, and we were starting to dance. And from then on, he picked up lots of better, and he's doing very, very well. I'm very proud of him.
My first impression of the Orthodox religion was how intense it was. It was very different from what I was brought up with. In the Baptist church, the services were the biggest difference because in the Baptist church, it's a lot more laid back, not as formal, where in the Orthodox church, the religion, the services are the liturgy and everything's formal and very set, and it's, you know, if each holiday has a specific, you know, services that go along with it, where like for Easter you've got the whole week, and in the Baptist church we were more laid back and you never knew what was going to happen in the service, where in an Orthodox service you're pretty confident. If you could go to any church, any Orthodox church, and it would be pretty much the same service. You would fit in and you wouldn't have to worry about standing up, sitting down, congratulating people or saying, hi, how's it going? It's always pretty much the same at any church.
The Greek Orthodox religion has played a big role in my life because both in Greece and here, for two different reasons, actually. In Greece, I grew up in a family that had clergy. So early on, I was exposed to and went to church a lot, and there was no there was no question whether I would attend or what Orthodoxy would mean in my life. But then once I came here, it took a different meaning because that's what really, it was not only my religious beliefs, it was also being part of the upbringing and part of my culture and heritage.
The Orthodox religion plays a major role in my life personally, and it's something that I don't really separate. I mean, it's just who I am. It's just part of our daily life, and I'm lucky that my religion is such a big part of our life.
I have grown up going to church. My mom taught Sunday school when she was younger, so we were always raised to go to church every Sunday with my parents, and that became a big part of our life. And additionally, now that I'm in college, it's been more of a decision for me to decide if I want to go to church or not, because my parents aren't there to take us all to church. So being near a Greek Orthodox church in Columbus has been really important to me, and I've been able to stay connected that way as well.
When I first came here from Greece, church was much different actually than it was there. I came from a country where there is a Greek church everywhere, in every corner, in every suburb, in every hill. Everywhere you turn, there is a Greek church. And here, obviously, we are in a melting pot where there are so many different religions, and that really was something different for me. Also, the way the church, the services were done was different, because you have to have both Greek and English in the liturgy. and also the reverence, because here everything is very well organized and more traditional. I would say more traditional than it is in Greece, actually.
In there, of course, we don't have the church today. We have here with seats and everything. They were staying up, and the men will stay in one room, and the women on the other. Usually the men was on the front, and the back room was the women's. I love the silence. I love the people that how way they listen, how they participate in the church. And here I like 100% more from Greece.
Greek Orthodoxy plays a huge role in my life. It helps identify, I would say, who I am, and I think it goes very strongly with being Greek. I think that's one of the cool things about it, is that it's one of the few cultures where like everyone of that culture is pretty much of the same religion, and that's how you meet people, is through church, not through like different types of groups. So it's definitely interesting to be of such a strong faith, especially like at college, but it's really cool because when you meet someone else who is Orthodox, whether they are Greek or Russian, Armenian, whatever they are, you kind of already have this bond with them because you know you have those same like morals and values as them, and it's like amazing how much easier it is to be like best friends with them than it is with someone who maybe doesn't have the same religion as you. So I think it's really cool that we grew up with such a strong faith and such a close connection to it, because those are the friendships that are going to last forever.
Orthodox religion is our life because we're born with it, we're baptized in it, we're going to die in it.
My favorite part about growing up Greek were the friends at church. They were more like me. They understood the kind of lifestyle that we had. Yaya lived with us, as did so many of my friends' grandparents. It was like an extended family, and I loved that comfort.
Greek food is something really cool about growing up Greek, that like you have access to that whatever anytime you want. And then also just like the friendships that you've made through being Greek, I would say. My Greek friends are my best friends.
My favorite part of growing up Greek and being Greek has to be the music, first and foremost. I'm being blessed with having music in the household growing up, and finally getting a bouzouki in my hands when I was a young teenager really put me on a path to understanding my culture, my religion, and my faith through the music. Having been blessed to be able to go to hundreds of Greek weddings and Greek events and Greek festivals has really been my favorite part about being Greek, has been the music.
My favorite part about growing up Greek is just the community. I think we have an unbelievable culture where everyone's always having a good time, dancing, and we have what's called a parea, which means like a tight, close-knit group of friends, which is really important, and I couldn't imagine my life any other way without those people in my life. And just having those amazing memories from volunteering at the Greek festival together, to sharing stories about your yaya or papu growing up, and just dancing your heart out at the Greek festival or at any Greek dance. It's just been really special.